I love sweeping! Hey guys, what is up? I am back with a new vlog. I know it's been a really long time since I've done a vlog, but you know, life gets in the way. Lots of art projects, lots of other things that I have to do that I can't film because that's what happens. Today we are going to be doing a clothing transformation. I have here these sparkly sequin shorts. You may be thinking, Ashley, why do you have these shorts in your possession? Long story short, my friend bought them for one of his friends and then they didn't fit her, so he was like, do you want them? And I was like, sure. And so I took them and I decided I was going to make something new out of them. They are what they are. It took me a really long time to figure out what I wanted to do, but I think I'm going to make a makeup bag out of them. I mean, I don't have a lot of makeup at all because I never wear makeup, but for the makeup I do have, it's all just packed into this tiny little bag and you can barely close it. So I figured it'd be nice to have a new, bigger bag that I made myself, and it's shiny. This material is kind of perfect for a makeup bag feel. So that's what we're gonna do. I've never made a makeup bag before. I've never made this type of zipper pouch before, so hopefully it'll work out and I'll have a nice new makeup bag. First thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my seam ripper and I'm gonna just take apart all the pieces and see how much fabric I have to work with. Okay guys, I've finally finished cutting all the pieces out. What I really wanted to show you is, look at this. Look at this mess. I mean, I'm starting to think sequins don't belong on clothes. So what I have here is 4 rectangles, roughly the same size, 2 rectangles of this sequinsy fabric, and then 2 rectangles of the black lining fabric from the shorts. And I also have this zipper that I salvaged from another pair of pants. So this will be the zipper for my project. The first thing I'm going to do is actually attach these edge things that I took off back onto the edge of this rectangle because I don't want to have the zipper go across these weird edges of the sequins, because then they're gonna break and then they're gonna get everywhere and then it's gonna fray and then it's not gonna look very good. So I figure if I have a clean edge, it'll look nicer. No! I gotta tell you, there is nothing I hate more than when you're sewing and you're going and you're doing a great job and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna look so great, and then all of a sudden your bobbin runs out of thread and all the sewing you think you just did never happened, doesn't exist, because your bobbin decided, hey, I'm just gonna run out now. I'm just, not gonna have any more thread for you to use. So then you gotta put more thread on. And then all the sewing you just did, you just took out all those pins so you could sew. Well, guess what? Now you gotta put them back in there and do all the sewing, all the work you just did, all over again. I love it so much. This is my threading a needle face. Get in there. There we go. Bam. The zipper is in. That took way longer than I thought. It's not completely perfect. I have some overhang on more sides than on the other, and it's a little weird, but hey, I don't have a zipper foot. I mean, you can't really tell anything's wrong because the zipper is black. The lining around the zipper is black. I mean, can you see anything wrong there? If you're aiming for perfection, you're not doing it right. You have to expect some minor mishaps and, you know, mistakes along the way. That just shows that it's handmade. And handmade is always better than store-bought because you made it with love. It's yours. You made it. Love your horrible, ugly creations. All of them. Every single one. Even the ones you throw in the trash. So the last thing I have to do is conceptualize how to sew the whole thing together. Especially with these new felt pieces in the way, how to make sure that the inside bag stays inside, and how to keep the zipper out of the way, how to really do it all. Because you can cut out the pieces, you can sew together the lining and all the stuff, but if you mess up the whole make the bag a bag part, it's not a bag anymore. Then it's just a mess. Okay, so I went ahead and did a couple of things. I sewed around the gray felt and squared it off and made it neat so that there wasn't sequins hanging off the side or anything like that, and it'd be a lot easier to see. And then I pinned the two sequinsy sides, right sides together. They still don't match up quite perfectly. Like there's this one side right here, you can see it's not matching up perfectly, but good enough, as I like to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew it. Hopefully we get something that is bag shaped. That's all I want. Okay. Jam, 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 jam. Ooh! That's a bent needle. You know, I should have looked up whether or not it's safe to sew sequins in your machine. Sequin strippers, why this will dull the needle more quickly than usual, so it may have to be replaced. No kidding. Alright guys, last day of this creation, as you would call it. Last night I kinda just gave up after my needle got bent sewing through all the sequins. And I was thinking I should probably stop sewing the sequins on my machine and start, you know, hand sewing it. But then I just said, I'm lazy, I want to get this thing done. So I'm gonna continue sewing with my machine, new needle, thicker needle, you know, a heavier needle. My recommendation, don't do this. Take the time and hand sew through sequins. Don't sew with any sequins ever. Just don't do it. Again, sequins shouldn't be on clothes, but it's fine. I just got a little bit left to do sequins-wise. Then I'll be done. My poor machine won't have to do that ever again. I am not a professional sewing person. So do not take my words as final or even correct. I am just a humble learner like most people, and I'm also very lazy. Ta-da! It's done! I'm so happy I was able to finish this bag. Look at it! It's so sparkly. It's sparkly on all sides. It's so pretty, and there's a zipper, which is so great. And best part, I already put all my makeup and stuff in there. I got even more shoved in here than in the other bag, which isn't even really a big deal because I don't wear makeup all that much, but that's how small the other bag is. Look at this thing. It's tiny. See? It's not the most well-made thing in the world, but it's shiny and it can do this. Look, silver, purple, silver, purple. I'm just really excited that I was able to turn those strange shorts into something nice and actually useful for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go sweep the sequins off my floor. Bye! Hate sequins.